what we're going to do first is just heat up some oil. I'm going to use a wok right over here. Heat up some oil till it's at a smoking point, and then throw in the noodles and just frying it up very quickly. And then we're going to set it aside, pour it into a plate, and then we'll do the sauce after that. Okay, let's get into it. And it was this one, wasn't it? Okay, not that one. Okay, here you go. Everyone's got their pan ready to go. And I might just turn on the exhaust.
Yeah, just other one.
No?
No? Yeah, that one.
Okay. And I've got some oil here, and this is the oil I'm using, Carotino palm fruit oil. But any vegetable oil will work just fine. I'll put in like just about half a tablespoon in there. You don't want it too oily, and I'm just going to swivel the oil a little bit around the pan, around the wok. Okay. The Carotino oil is really good for most types of cooking. This particular version gives it a yellow hue, but it's just an aesthetic thing, so don't worry too much about it. If it looks a little bit yellow, the taste is just going to be just fine. Okay, I'm just putting in the noodles now. And like I said, because Craig has some soy sauce lying around in his pantry, I'm going to throw that in as well. How are you guys going? You following okay, everyone?
Yeah, all good here.
Yep, okay. So I'm just going to put like literally just a dash of soy sauce. And if you want even more color, this is the thick caramel sauce that I mentioned in my email to you guys about. And the brand that we use is called Cheong-chan usually, which is exactly this one that Craig and Caroline have in their pantry as well. I'm liking the kitchen a lot. I'm going to just move in here. Okay, so again, just a very, very small amount because the flavor can be quite overwhelming. And I'm going to show you what it looks like in a minute. Okay, I'll turn it off now. And all I've done, like I said, is just cooked up the noodles. And with a little bit of soy and a little bit of what's called the thick caramel sauce, which is essentially like soy sauce, but with a little bit of sugar, and it's caramelized, so it's quite thick and gluggy. That's the first step. How are you guys going with your batch?
Yep, going good.
Good? Good? Yeah. Okay. And how's yours coming along, Tracy?
I think mine's okay. I haven't burned it yet.
Oh, good. It's always a good sign. And where did Simon disappear to? Like I said, Linda, for your reference, this is what it looks like. This is about 250 grams of noodles. It's what's called fresh rice noodles. And in the States, awesome, awesome. That's looking good, Simon.
Thank
and
you.
in the States, you usually find it in the freezer section. And what I did last time I was in the States, I think I either microwaved them to soften them up, or I blanched them in some hot water. But they're like in a big sheet, and they're sliced, so they look like strips, like white strips. And somehow I always tell people you can't freeze rice noodles, but somehow in the States they managed to do it. And you
I've seen them dried.
Dry?
Yeah.
You can get a dry version as well. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess it really depends on which part of the States you're in. But over here, we're lucky enough that that we can buy them fresh in Asian grocery stores. Okay, now we're going to get onto the sauces. How's everyone? Everyone's up to speed with the noodles? We've all got it done? Okay, good. Okay, I'm just gonna get this going again. I'm just heating up this pan. And I'm gonna put a little bit of oil in it again. Again, I'm using the carotene oil. Okay, only just a tiny amount, about one teaspoon, 2 teaspoons. Okay, and once it's heated up, I'm going to throw in a bit of minced garlic. I worry about scratching Craig and Caroline's pans because they look so new, so pristine. I'm going to destroy your kitchen by the end of the night. Okay, we're just going to lightly saute the minced garlic. Okay, I don't know if you can hear it sizzling from over here. And then I've got some chicken stock, which I sent out, couriered out to everyone taking part earlier today. And ironically, I couriered Craig's batch over to his office, and now I'm in his home, and I turned up at his door just as he was carrying that parcel that he brought back from the office that I sent all the way halfway across Sydney to his place of work today. Okay. I think what I gave you was about double the amount of chicken stock that you would need. I think because I got my staff to pack everything for me, so. But yeah, that's about double the amount. So pour in the stock with the garlic and the oil, and we're going to throw in the seafood. Okay, we've got some scallops and some prawns over here. Am I going too fast for everyone, or you're all good?
No, all good here so far.
Yeah? And we've got that going. You can add in the seasoning. That's the chicken stock granules. I use chicken stock granules a lot. Okay, that's the Knorr brand. The Knorr brand is not gluten-free, but there are gluten-free versions around that you can experiment with. And I'm going to use all of it with tablespoon. And I'm going to throw in some pepper. Okay, and just let it simmer. And you really just want to get to the point where the seafood is cooked through. And to make chicken stock, I make my own chicken stock. It's just a matter of throwing in some chicken bones and boiling the hell out of it. Okay, there's no like celery, no other vegetables in it. It's just pure chicken bones and water. Boil for about an hour. Just enough water to cover the bones.
Are there any particular bones that you use?
I use the entire carcass. So,
right.
Yeah, usually they say the marrow is where you get most of the flavor from. So if you have to, maybe like, I've seen people buy a bunch of chicken legs or something like that, but I use the whole carcass really. And the reason I do that is because I actually buy a whole chicken, I boil it, I take it out and use the meat for Taiwanese chicken rice, and then throw the bones back into the soup to boil it. So that's how I get like a limitless supply of chicken stock that I can send out to food bloggers like you guys. Okay, the seafood.
Do you clarify the broth at all? Take any fat out of it at all?
No, I'm not that refined in my in my chicken stock making. It's just a matter of boiling the hell out of a bunch of bones. But I like I say, I boil the whole chicken with the skin and all for about 20 minutes, take it out, and then I throw the bones back in without the skin, so it's not really that like fatty or anything like that, essentially. Okay, so with the seafood getting cooked through, the stock simultaneously is starting to reduce, which is fine. I'm just going to reduce the heat a little bit. Now, my staff gave you quite a bit of tapioca flour, but you really only need, I would say, about a tablespoon. Like I said, I haven't made this dish for a while now because I delegate a lot. So I hope I'm right. But but if it turns out too runny, because you want to get it like a little bit like thickened, and tapioca starch is what I use. But Linda, if you have trouble getting hold of that, you can use cornstarch, The Asians like to use tapioca starch, but we use cornstarch as well. Oh wow, that's actually, I just realized, yeah, I was wondering who that was. That's actually Caroline's laptop. Okay, and I'm just gonna add the tapioca starch. But I've basically, like, I don't know if you guys are up to speed, but I've just put a bit of about a tablespoon of tapioca flour in and mixed it with some cold water and gotten a little bit of yeah, sort of like a runny white liquid here. I'm going to throw that into the sauce now. Okay. And that will thicken up very quickly. If you can see it. Okay. Hopefully, okay, that's right. Yeah, of course. Can you see that from Caroline's screen? Okay. So you've got it quite thick. Let me just taste test it. Okay, yeah, that'll do. Okay, it's probably a touch thicker than I would like it, but it doesn't matter. And you know what? I forgot about the veggies. Okay, if you've still got your veggies, throw it in. And you want to soften it. And Linda, we're using a baby bok choy, which is one of the more common Chinese greens available at the grocers.
Very easy to get here.
Oh, good. Okay. So I'm just going to add a little bit of water to it because it's thickening a little bit, I would like. There you go. Okay, this is what it looks like so far, and we're nearly there. So you've got like a thick, gooey, starchy sauce, the vegetables, and the seafood. I'm just going to put it back on just to bring it back to a boil. And everyone's still following me, okay?
I'm a couple steps behind because I had to change my gas canister.
Oh, okay. No worries.
So, yeah, I'm getting there.
No worries. I've had a few glitches along the way, but you never would know. Hide it well. Okay, but anyway, if once you've brought it back to boil, like I said, I've got the seafood and the stock that's now thickened with the tapioca starch, and I've thrown in the veggies, and I'm going to take it off the heat. It's no longer on the stove. Take it off the heat and crack an egg into it. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to switch over to Craig's screen. Okay, I've cracked the egg into it, and I'm just stirring it around. Okay. And the heat from the sauce will cook the egg, but keep it running. Okay? So this is what the final product looks like. And these are my noodles from before, right here. And I'm going to pour the sauce over the noodles. And this is what it looks like. Yep, voila. And
Wow, that is absolutely amazing.
It's very easy, Linda. And I'm just throwing some homemade fried shallots over the top of it. And that's your meal right there. Does it sound like something you can attempt at home?
Oh, me, yes. That I would have to use my stainless steel pots, but yes, yeah, that's something I could try.
Yeah. So as you can see, if you've got chicken stock, you've got the noodles, you know, everything else, it really only is a 5-minute dish.
Now, a question about the tapioca starch, is that more of a Malaysian ingredient than, you know, like the French roux with flour and butter?
Yeah, I would say it is. The Asians like to use tapioca starch as opposed to plain flour or corn flour. It's just I guess it's just, you know, a case of availability more than anything else. But corn flour really does the same thing. I think corn flour might be a little bit less thick in consistency when you use it in the sauce, so you just got to adjust accordingly. Like I said, you know, when I found that it was thickening up a bit too much, I just added a little bit more water to it, sort of thing. But you essentially want something that's kind of, oopsies, that was good.
That's torture.
No, okay, but essentially, for what it's worth, I do use it quite a lot in my cooking. But how did you guys go with your dish? Where are you at?
I'm done.
Oh, sure. How did it turn out? Let's have a look. Hey, not bad. Have you taste tested it?
Not yet.
Well, if it's good, say so. If it's bad, tell me off air, all right? How are you going, Tracy?
All right, let's see.
Oh, cool.
That's mine.
Yours is a lot lighter, I think, because of the oil you use. Mine actually has quite an orange glow because of the oil I use. But have you taste tested yours?
Just about to.
Okay, sure. Again, speak up if it's good. And Simon, how are you going at yours?
Yeah.
Have you tasted it?
It's 19 hours.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. I want to
No,
know about
I mean, no.
and I don't want to know about if it's bad.
It's great.
It's fine. It's okay. I was kind of like with Sarah and with Tracy. I was thinking, oh, maybe I should give you. I should send you like double batches of the ingredients because Tracy, you said your flatmate was joining you in the kitchen. I thought, oh, well, you're gonna only cook like one portion. I felt kind of bad about it.
That's right. We'll fight over it.
Okay, good.
You know it's good when we fight over it.
Yeah, well, I've got you guys. I just thought I might mention and it's a pity, Linda, you're all the way over there, but I was trying to talk about my cooking master classes, and like for years and years, people have been on my case about like teaching them how to cook some of my dishes. So I finally am going to do something about it. So in partnership with the Grace Hotel in Sydney, is a really old, majestic, historic building, and it's actually not coincidentally Malaysian owned. So I'm partnering with them to run a series of 5 cooking master classes starting this Sunday at the Grace Hotel in their beautiful brasserie. And everyone walks away with a bag of goodies, everything from stress balls, and God knows I need my stress balls, and, and you know, to like products from Ayam, from Caratino, the oil that I was using tonight. It's a premium cooking oil, and everyone's going to walk away with that. They're going to walk away with some of my products because if you know me, you know I produce a range of frozen meals and curry paste. So if you're interested, if you're in Sydney, or even if you're not, because the Grace Hotel is offering accommodation packages for those coming in from out of town, and you know, do join us. Check out my website, jackiem.com.au, and go to the Finders page and check out the link to the program schedule and all that sort of stuff. I will be seeing you there, Simon, this Sunday, and I hope to see you there, Sarah and Tracy, at some point. If you can't make it this Sunday, which Sarah said she can't, it'd be great for you or your kid to join us at some point, like over the next 5 weeks as well. So, you know, let me know if you're able to make it. What was
Definitely
that,
look forward to it. Oh, sorry.
No, I was just going to say I would love to, just can't do it this Sunday, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, yeah, hit me up, seriously, because I'd really like to get some of you guys in on the act sort of thing. It's just going to be a little bit of fun, you know, a little bit of a kind of like just getting together with some people and like cooking up. I've got lofty like aims for it, but I really want to create like an atmosphere of like being back in Malaysia at these cooking classes, and then we can all sit down for a meal at the end of it, like basically what you guys make during the class. So let me know if you'd like to join us. But yeah, but that is it. So has everyone since tasted their dish?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Very good.
It looks okay. Okay, I'm glad you like it. And Linda, I've got the recipe up on the event page if you want to check it out. And just pop me a question by email. You've got my email address anytime, anyone. So thanks so much for joining us. And in spite of all the hectic change of plans and all that, I'm glad things worked out really well. I'd just like to thank Craig and Caroline for their huge generosity in letting me use their kitchen for this event.
And you're welcome to come back again if you want in the future.
You got it. I'm going to move